Hi. Also, I forgot to mention in the last video that there is a better idea for this. Like here you can see we have to still instantaneous the AM class to create its object, even though it is equal to same object, even though it is referring to S object only, but still we have to make a object. To simplify this thing, there is also one method. Like there is one way what we can do is that, like in here only, I'll tell you in the context of the same example. So in here only, so while creating this class, if we could have done like we could have created a method, like instead of doing this thing here, we could have just created an object, like initialize an object and method created a method for fetching an object. Like method could be like public static get object, something like that, right? And get object, and it will be a method, and what it will return is that it will take our s object, and it will initialize it as constructor of this class, like new am constructor, right? So now this s object is completely initialized with constructor, and now we can return this object as object. So now what is happening is that a constructor is made of this class. Object is just initialized, am or s object. It is not given any value, it is just called, like I mean it is just defined, not even initialized, it is just defined here. And now a method has been created, get object, which is initializing this object as a value of a constructor, right? Now it is completely initialization of an object, and now we can return this. And now this get object method, we can straight away, instead of doing this, we can what we can do is instead of doing this, we can do is like am dot get object. Simply, like instead of writing this all these things, we can just write am dot get object. That's all. So like ob- object1 would be equal to am dot get object. Simple, right? Similarly, object 2 would be equal to am dot get object. Simple. Here also object 1 equals to object 2 only, right? And there could be variable like so anything. Okay, so here also it is same as this, but it is more, it is more simple way of initializing. So this is also one way to call the singleton object.